Alright, it's Saturday night on our fourth weekend, and Rhonda and I have been busting ass. But last night, Big Joe came by, and it was so kind. He was able to straighten this out, God, in less than 10 minutes. Learned a few things, specifically that these down here are automatic, but when you hold the silly remote, it kind of defaults to that and so we ended up, long story short, we ended up hand cranking it, but that's okay. At least we know that we can do it by hand crank. The deck we've gotten flattened out. We were able to pick up some risers and some boards, so we have a permanent set. Well, semi-permanent now. We still need to make a minor adjustment to it, and then we'll make it permanent. But as you can see, we now have the awning out, which coincides with the deck that we have down. And my lovely bride and I, we were able to, she tore up all the patio stones. They did reside back behind the camper. So we had them stacked up and we leveled it out. We now have a walkway. Still don't know if those silly things are going to work, but we're hopeful. And very dear friends of ours, Tom and Don, they were kind enough to bring over some ferns, and we're hoping that these are going to spread. Future thought is that we're going to have some mulch in there, and then we have heady plans, of course, for this area, but I don't want to talk about it until we do it, in case we change our mind. And then back here, we actually have moved the picnic table. Todd was kind enough to bring us some more gravel, so we're going to actually spread that out in this area here. Ultimately move the picnic table back into this area. We're kind of saving this area over here. We're having a minor emergency with a fire. Rhonda's trying to use our new poker to get one of the logs back in, but she's doing pretty good. I don't know, this may be a video moment, but Lord knows I want to sleep in bed tonight and not on the couch. So, oh Lord, I should be taping this. I really should. Another fern, beautiful. Rhonda set all these. Rhonda, she actually took all this area. It used to look like this. She took all this area and she planted some of the plants that we got from Tom and Don. Look at her. She's such a Girl Scout. Again, we're still waiting on these lights to start up. Needless to say, I did not read the instructions, so there's a little tab that you got to pull on them to at least start them. You can hear Gigglepuss over there on the left side of the screen, but I don't want to get slugged, so I won't start taping her. Picked up these little tiki torches at Menards. We just had one open up right like 2 blocks away from us. So lovely as that is. Again, we have the glider rockers. Thank you, Lee and Candace. We've got our tiki torches up. A little closer look at the garden. We picked up another large tiki torch, and we have brought out all of our chairs. It's getting a little tricky because, as you can see, there's kind of a drop off there, so this might make for an interesting video. But we've actually got a fire going. It's amazing what you can do with lighter fluid and some kindling we found actually down into the woods here. So we've got our chairs set up. That little pallet, another, Tom and Don brought that up. So we're going to try and give that a shot as soon as that cooks down a little bit. And Lord knows this is going to be the longest video that we've had thus far, but got our trusty fire poker. So we're getting there. Still got some plans, but there's the wetwood that's starting to dwindle. But rock garden, stairs, got a nice roaring fire going. Had some friends move up, some around this college and friends from work. They're now going to be seasonal, so a little closer look at the walkway that we have going to the leveled out deck. That includes the awning, and then some privacy that we have. A little trick that we learned our first few seasons is that you put a fuse into the power cord up front and it turns on all the little camper lights. So for a Saturday night, and once again, thank Tom and Don, thank Big Joe. There's Big Joe's camper right there. Unfortunately, he had a funeral to go to today, or otherwise we'd probably be enjoying his company. Haven't met his wife yet, but certainly looking forward to it. Sure, just as good people as Joe. So we've got tons of people to thank. We've got Jim of Jim and Dawn, and Tom and Don helped us move the deck, get this thing straightened out. It's coming into focus. Definitely coming into focus. So, and then our lovely view out into the rest of the campground. This is a gem of a site, and we're just grateful to have it. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as we did making it. Thank you.